Since First in Math still has not fixed the feature that when I suggest content to my students, it sends me, the teacher, a record of what I assigned, 6 and 7 months ago. So in the meantime, here is what I would do. This also will prevent me from having to scroll and search within suggest content to find what I'm looking for. So I have made these documents. They all resemble this, where I might have the assessment at the top and then what could be daily practices listed down below. I have it for addition, division, fractions, multiplication, and subtraction. Within fractions, it is all of the operations. So this is my suggestion for you, is make a copy of whichever operation you are working on with your students. Make a copy, so file, make a copy. At the beginning, I'd either put your name or what grade level you teach. There we go. I am going to leave everything in this top half. I'm also going to make sure that the document outline is visible, because this will make it really easy for me to quickly move throughout my Google Doc to see what I have assigned. Just note that if you are in subtraction or division, with subtraction, sometimes you're going to have addition merged together with it, so they'll be practicing both, because the thought is that if they're on subtraction, they've already mastered addition. With the same with division, sometimes you're going to have multiplication and division together, and sometimes they're going to be practicing all 4 operations. So just be aware that you may see that, and does tend to list it within the bracket. So I'm going to click enter a few times, and I'm going to put the date. I am going to highlight the date so that it is a heading. And so what that does is, over to the left on my document outline, it's going to allow me to quickly move throughout my document to see what have I assigned to my kiddos. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste a few of these activities within First in Math. I could have kept assessment. I'm not going to use that in this case, and I'm also going to get rid of daily practice. And then let's just find one more game. Let's get a little engaging. So let's do a bonus game. Now, I tend to leave at least one space between each activity, so when the students are clicking on the links in their envelope, it's a little easier to click on the right one. Sometimes when there's no space, they click on the one below it or above it on accident. I also tend to number my activities. So what I've also learned is anything in the bracket, any of that text, I can edit. So just the facts subtract was really long. It was just the facts, whole numbers, 10 by 10, then subtract. I got rid of a lot of that, because if I were someone that was going to assign a lot all at once and maybe tell some students to work on 1 and 2 right now, tomorrow they'll work on 3 and 4, day after 5 and 6, etc., I don't want to have to assign it every day. So if I just have a huge list, I can tell them what numbers they're focusing on that day. So I wanted to get rid of a lot of the extra text that was in the brackets. I can't change anything in the parentheses because that's the link that the students will need to be clicking on. So what I'm going to do is, this is all I want to assign to my kiddos right now. So I'm going to do Control C. I'm going to click on Suggest Content. I'm not copying to clipboard because I've already copied. When I hit Control C here, that's the same as clicking the blue button. I'm not selecting things in Suggest Content since we already put it in the Google Doc and copied it. Now I'm going to click on the purple button, go to my team assessment page. I could leave all of my students selected. In this case, I'm only assigning it to 2 of them. Click on the envelope to the right of team players. Now I'm going to paste. I didn't keep my numbers, so I'm going to just re-add those numbers. No worries. 1, 2, 3. the text has to be blue in order for everything to link properly. So if the text isn't blue, that means something in the link, so something in the parentheses got added or deleted. So that's what you would check or, fix if something was not turning blue. When you are happy with what you've assigned, and remember you can include directions above or below, but when you're ready, just hit send message. Here's another reason I really like this. This document kind of becomes your envelope. Like, this is why I'm saying model. This is your envelope. First thing you're going to have to do is open First in Math like you usually do. Most of you probably go through My Apps. Unfortunately, my account does not. All right. So that has to be open first. And then all you do as a teacher, when you want to show them what they're doing for the day in First in Math, or there's something new you want to model for them, like bonus games 1st to 20, pull up this document and you can click on the link. The thing is, you got to have First in Math already opened. And then you can start modeling the game for the kids so that they know exactly what is expected of them while they're in First in Math. And so this is just a nice way to record what you've assigned to your students, as well as kind of a quick way to find activities that focus on specific operations. Let me know if you have any questions.